Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very... dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shot.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. It's been a rough start for these guys. You look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to 3.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read.
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Look, we know he's not going to break any land speed records, but if you can run efficiently, it gives the offense another dynamic. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Thompson to throw. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing an Indian team because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gossett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rush is on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw, and then
turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Uncorks one. Right on the money. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Thompson wants to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. In 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Iowa State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt, putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive. Forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll work his way down to the 28. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Thompson to throw. Here comes the Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cyclones will go for it here on 4th down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
To the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Wilkins. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Got it in the middle. It's Paul. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to take the top off. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27.
Let's go, let's
go. They'll try the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Thompson wants to throw. Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to.
Touchdown, Iowa State! And the stomping has commenced.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They get to him as he throws. Working the middle. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Hauls it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Going for 6. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Thompson to throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's DeLuca. Runs through a tackle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Football 7. Football 7. Let's go.
To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Thompson wants to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Cyclones will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. On the move and looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Give to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Turning it on! Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Thompson to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Right on the money. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 30. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's got it. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's